Probably there are more questions than my explanations. If there are not, then we'll finish it here. وآخر دعوانا أن الحمد لله رب العالمين. And the last of the calls from the prophets was that there is all praise belongs to Allah, the Almighty.
Are there any questions? I'll take one from the sisters and one from the brothers.
I came late. I'm not sure if you mentioned this already, but I was reading a book on Sira, and it said that one of the minor signs of the Day of Judgment, I just don't know if this is correct or not, that when a mother is a slave to her children, like that's a minor sign, like when she serves her children.
There are talks of the family life, but I'm not certain if exactly these wordings have come, but similar wordings are present in the traditions. I have a 4-volume set, so you can imagine it's a detailed version of traditions. So they talk about the family life, how it will be destroyed, and how the children will be controlling their lives, and they will be dragging their parents to the hellfire. But I'm not sure exactly if these words have appeared, but similar things have come.
You said earlier that when these signs happen, people will follow, and my question is, we know that these things are going to happen. Will people forget? I don't understand.
Very good question. There is a statement from the Prophet Islam. He says that in the nasa abid dunya, people are the servants and slaves of their evil desires or of this world. Very few people are servants of Allah. People do see signs. Allah will always guide everyone. No one will have an excuse that I never find out. If a person surely doesn't have an excuse, then he can, Allah will forgive him. But Allah will show them signs. Before showing signs, He will not punish anyone. So there will be guidelines from Allah that will be coming. People will many times ignore it, not that they will forget. Because you see signs, you think, well, it's not for me. And many people who are wealthy will be denying the signs. They do not wish to see the hereafter, because they have built this world so strong that they want to live here forever. The Quran describes, they will not be saved from punishment even if they lived 1,000 years. Many people will wish that they live for 1,000 years because they have actually made everything. When Abu Dhar al-Ghafari, the companion of the Holy Prophet, was asked, why do people not wish to die? He said, if you imagine the example, very beautiful example he gives, he said, because there are 2 types of houses of a man he has built. One, he has decorated very well, and the other one, he has ruined, he has destroyed. Where would you like to live? The ruined house or the one that he has decorated very well? Obviously the one that he has developed and decorated. He says that people have decorated this dunya very well, but have destroyed the grave, the hereafter. So no one wants to die because they have not sent anything for themselves. So they will ignore the signs. Not that they will not know all. So they will not forget, but they will ignore because they have not prepared.
A little bit about the Dajjal. I don't know if that was mentioned before.
Yes. I said that there are different views on Dajjal. If he is a physical human being, or is it a mentality that will transfer from east to the west so fast that it is materialistic mentality. So many people think, I did not mention the different descriptions of it, but many people think that, for example, the dish can be, the television is one eye, the internet, I don't know, so many things have been said. So many people think that one eye that transfers from the east to west within moments, is it something physical, a human being, or is it a mentality, a materialistic, or a lustful mentality that will transfer from the east to the west, or from the west to the east very fast. So it is a difference of opinion on the scholars on it. Many people think, no, he is a physical being, that would be. So I don't want to give a conclusion to it. Sorry.
Just actually a quick question regarding the Mahdi, because I know that in all of my studies and my research as a Muslim, one of the things that I've noticed is that if anything unites all Muslims in belief in the coming of the Mahdi at the end of time, and the uniting the Mahdi Isa alayhi salam in a battle against, materialism and kufr and all these things. What type of evidence or documentation from your studies, with regard to the Sunnah and other elements of Hadith, shows that the Mahdi will be this unifying force, as opposed to being a force that the world Muslims will be separately?
I'm pleased that I'm hearing good questions from an audience of young Muslims and young men and women who are going to be the leaders of tomorrow. First of all, from the Holy Quran, there are many verses in the Holy Quran. All the verses which we have not seen have their commentary fulfilled. I'll give you one ayah from Surah Anbiya, Surah number 21, chapter number 21, verse number 97. I'm not certain, but it is in Surah Anbiya that I'm certain about. وَلَقَدْ كَتَبْنَا فِي الزَّبُورِ مِنْ بَعْدِ الذِّكْرِ أَنَّ الْأَرْضَ يَرِثُهَا عِبَادِيَ الصَّالِحُونَ. We have written in dhikr, which the ulama, Shias and Sunnis unanimously say, dhikr is Torah, the book that was given to Moses, Musa alayhi salam. وَلَقَدْ كَتَبْنَا فِي الزَّبُورِ مِنْ بَعْدِ الذِّكْرِ. We've also mentioned in Zabur, which is Psalms of David, after mentioning it in Torah, and this is a verse of the Holy Quran, so it is mentioned in all the books, أَنَّ الْأَرْضَ, that the earth, يَرِثُهَا عِبَادِيَ الصَّالِحُونَ, will be inherited by my pious people, by my pious servants, Allah is saying. Now, that entire earth will be inherited by the pious people, not a part. We have seen justice prevail in parts of earth, but not all of the earth. Now, the whole of the earth will be taken by the pious servants of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, who establish justice, where the Holy Prophet describes the lion and the sheep will drink from the same place and will not hit each other. In the sense, nature will not change, but they will not attack each other because they will be given their own rights. So they will not be performing injustice. So everything will only follow justice. So this will be established, and it has not happened yet. So this verse and many of the other verses, that we still wait for the tafsir and the commentary to happen. They all indicate upon Imam Mahdi. Now, because in Sahih Bukhari and many of the other verses in Sunni and the Shia traditions, the Holy Prophet has said that there will be divisions within Muslims, just like there were divisions in Jews and Christians. Just as one tradition says, unanimously again accepted between Shias and Sunnis, the Jews were divided into 71 sects, and the Christians into 72. The Muslims will be divided into 73 sects. Mahdi alayhi salam will be the man who will unite all of the other previous religions as well, not only just Muslims. Everyone will agree upon him, and the ones who do not, they will be the ones who will be the kufr, as you also said, the term that you use, which I will not like to translate. Basically evil, you can say, and he will destroy and fight against that. So even others will convert and become his followers, but there will be within Muslims people who will oppose him, not necessarily one sect, but in fact people from all different sects of Muslims will follow him. So anyone who is accepting God's message will actually follow him. Now there are traditions from the Holy Prophet that say that when he comes, he will come from Mecca and he will unite all of the mankind, because he will stand up for justice. Now there is a lot of talk of peace in the Western world, and especially in the Christianity. In Europe and in America, I've seen, in church and in interfaith forums, they always talk about peace. But we all must remember, peace will never happen until there is justice. When everyone is given their right, then there will be peace. After justice, peace will automatically come. But if you try and force peace, it will not happen, because you need to first give justice. The just society brings with itself peace. So he will try and establish the justice, and he will enforce the justice on earth. No one will be usurping the rights of each other, and everyone will have to live. So all of those traditions that talk about Imam Mahdi coming in the last of the times to establish he's the final savior, he's the hope of all the prophets and godly people, he's the hope of all, but there is a difference of opinion between Shias and Sunnis. That is he already born or will he be born? There is a difference.